Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on March 8, 2019. It's 12:42 a.m. And topic, what I said in the last blog is all that I read, all the headlines that I kind of put into one about what people think and reporting that's going to happen with a peace process. Let me tell you what I believe. I don't believe we're going to offer or go and try to get Israel to offer land. Look, this circle of preachers that you saw pray with Trump when he was inaugurated, you saw that right afterwards, or maybe just before. Those guys know that you don't mess with Israel's land. And this is, I think, the first president that's really had this many pastors around him, and all of them know you don't screw around with taking any part of Israel, especially Jerusalem. You just don't do it. It's a fulfillment. I said 2,500 years, but about 2,100 years ago from Christ. And you just don't do that. So I don't believe they're going to try to split them. I don't believe they're going to try to put a number like a 7-year peace treaty. I wouldn't be surprised if they did put a number in there like 2-year or 4-year or something like that, and then look at it at that time and see if both parties are happy. If so, continue. If not, back to the drawing board. I just don't believe it at this time. I have to believe that the prophecies from Kim Clements and the firemen are correct, that we have a 2-term president, and I don't believe we would be here beyond next month if they offered or had Israel to split up the land. I mean, we're going to get hit that bad, and I don't believe that'll happen. I still believe that we're going to do all the things that Kim Clement said, especially abortion. We got to get that on the table. That's got to be number one. Get it back on the books. Get it up for another vote, see if it'll come up for another hearing, and that'll happen eventually. And I hope it'll happen soon, because when the lady, Ginsburg, if she stands aside or if she passes away, and I believe one of them may be, a bit quicker than the other, then Trump will put someone in, and then a vote will come up, and it'll lean toward putting Roe versus Wade back on the docket so that they can. And the guy's going to be the attorney for the unborn, you know that. So he'll win that case, and then. But I believe that when you make a motion to do something, and it gets on the books, on the docket, I believe that'll be enough for God. They have started it, and He knows whether they're going to continue with it or not. And so I believe that'll be good enough. But still, I still believe we're going to have a 2-term president unless things really go bad. And what I mean by that, God brought Trump up for this day to extend time to prevent Agenda 21, prevent this becoming a socialist government. That's not going to happen as long as he's here. And let's hope he's here the full 8 years. And if he's here, then he will be here 8 years. So I wanted to bring that up. I don't believe land for peace is going to come up, and I don't believe a time will come up. If time, it won't be 7 years. It could be anything but 7 years would be okay. We just have to kind of hope and pray about that. Jody Wolf Expoz.